If your themed cakes always end up looking overcrowded or messy, watch how I kept this two-tier design clean and totally balanced.
Hi there, sweet tooth. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be decorating this two-tier cake in butter icing. That's buttercream. It's not one of my favorite frosting options to use, but we're going to go through and I want to take you along. It's a beautiful, nastier themed cake. It has rainbows and all of those cute things. So
For this cake, I'm going to be using my very versatile buttercream recipe. It's very smooth, consistent, and spread evenly. It even pipes very, very fine. I've shared that recipe on this channel, and I'm going to be putting the link to watch the video in my description so you can catch up with that. To achieve fine finish with any cake, make sure that you do not have crumbs in your buttercream. And how do you do that? You try to crumb coat your cake before the final coating. So that is what I've done with this cake. I already crumb coated with the buttercream and I allowed it to sit for a while before I started doing my final coating. When working with a two-tier cake, I try to decorate the base tier first so that this gives me an extra, like on the edge, I have extra that comes up, and then I started decorating the top tier. Now, what I want to achieve is that the buttercream from the top tier will join the buttercream that has extended from the base tier. Now, I'm going to join this together to now smoothen the joining. That is the place where the top tier and the base tier meet each other. This makes the work very easy. I do not have crumbs from that joining and makes my work very fast. Now you can see what I'm trying to achieve. This is what I mentioned. The extras from the base tier, I join them with the extras that is coming from the top tier, and then I align it together. Look at that. That is what I'm talking about. And with this done, my cake is ready to be combed, smoothened and then combed. Look at that. You can see. And if I see any hole, I'm going to patch it up with extra buttercream. And that's how you are going to achieve a very smooth finishing. Can you see that? All the holes patched with extra buttercream, I'm going to proceed to smoothen the cake. Now I'm going to use hot water on my cake comb. It's very hot and this will melt the butter a bit. Not melt, it just makes it smooth, gives it a smooth consistency and a smooth feel. So it makes the work very, very easy. I make sure that the water is not following the cake comb. It is just the hotness of the water that is going with it. You don't want to make a mess because if there's too much water, your cake itself is going to have water. There will be mess all around. But you just want to achieve a very smooth buttercream finish. Now I have excess on top of the base tier and there are small holes. I want to finish that. I can see small patches. I added extra hot water and then I smoothened the base tier. There's extra on top of the base tier and that's what I'm going to use to achieve my smooth finish. There's also extra on top of the top tier as well. Now I'm packing the extras away is going to help me achieve the smooth finish that I'm looking for. Once that is done, I proceed to the top tier. Now with the top tier, I make sure that I angle my cake comb like in 45 degrees Celsius. So it's not too close to the cake and it's not so far from the cake. So with that, I pack the excess and that helps me achieve a fine finish, sharp edge. Now there's always this small mess on the board. I move my cake comb towards it and use it to pack the extra. So it gives your cake a clean finish. Another tip to achieve a very clean cake finish is to prepare your accessories like a day before. We made this like a day before and the rainbows, they are already firm. We use straw board. This paper behind is called a straw board. It's not just a regular paper. You can get it at any bookshop around you or any cake store. Just say you want straw board. This helps gives your rainbow structure. They hold them firmly at the back and you can now attach your skewer or anything you want to insert into the cake. These are food grade skewers, so that's why I'm using them. And now to achieve a finer finish, I'm covering the skewers at the back with paper. I also use it gun to hold it together. This just makes sure that nobody is seeing what you used, which is the skewer. You can totally leave it as well like that. that's totally fine as well. But I just feel like covering it to have a fine finish. And that's the whole aim of this video, to have cake that is not clumsy, that is clean, gives you a fine finish. Now I do the same thing for the rainbow that is going to stay by the side of the board. I'm going to use a skewer to hold it in place and insert this skewer into the cake, because it's going to be staying by the side, as you can see from this video. If I do not insert it into the cake, it's not going to be able to travel for any distance. You can even want to take it from the table into the fridge and the rainbow will fall off. So I put that in place with two skewers, both top and bottom. There's a smaller rainbow that is going to be staying in front of this. I just glue that with water, and then I do the same thing for this smaller one by the side. I use the skewer as well. Now it's time to attach the rainbow on top. With the skewer, just insert it into the cake and voila, it's ready. Now I begin to attach all of the other accessories. I have fox balls, I have paper crafts, printed paper crafts. I use different colors of fox balls, from pink to purple to gold. I just added the gold to make it pop, and because I have a lot of pink going on the cake, so I didn't want to use too many monotones, so I want something that will make it pop, so I added gold. For the paper craft, I had two options. There are some that I wanted to insert at some angles, and there are some that I want to stick on the cake itself. Now, the ones that I want to insert, I use skewer, and the ones that I want to stick on the cake, because this is a butter icing cake, the oil from the butter icing is going to be absorbed by the paper craft. So I totally avoided that. And what I did was to roll out a thin layer of fondant and then cut out my paper craft. Now this nastier character itself, I already attached a very thin layer of fondant. I glued it with very light water. I didn't allow the water to be too much. Same thing as the name. So it is the fondant that is going to stick to the cake. If not, your paper craft is going to absorb the oil from the butter icing, and you do not want that. It's going to be messy before it gets to your customer. And you know that with cakes, you're going to decorate it a day ahead. So before the cakes even leave your studio, it's already absorbing oil, and you do not want that. So I attached all of the other paper crafts, put finishing touches here and there, and voila.
Now this is the final outcome of the cake. It looks so pretty, and if you're going to be trying out something like this, make sure you follow all of the few tips that I've shared, like with the rainbow, the paper crafts, absorbing the oil in butter icing. So that trick, a thin layer of fondant works well. And I'm so giddy about the cake. This one, so I don't feel like sending it out, but we gotta send it out to Kiara for her birthday. Let me spin it. Love it. So I come away again next time. My name is Cecilia. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.